We got another hot week for the dry vans and the flatbeds. The RPMs are crazy. We have to get into it to make sure you guys stay in the best areas to make sure you make the most money possible. Let's start off with the national averages, rate per mile. We're going to start off with the dry vans, then go with the flatbeds. We are going to show you the reefers, but we're only going to go over the dry van and the flatbed markets. The national average rate per mile for the dry vans is at $3.08, which is absolutely crazy. Look, I know fuel is still high, but at $3.08, you should be averaging $3.40, $3.50 plus on the dry vans if you're staying in good areas. That's a very good sign. The national average rate per mile being over $3 for dry vans is absolutely nuts. I hope you guys are taking advantage of it, staying in good markets, and getting the most money possible. The flatbed national average per mile is at $3.77. Absolutely nuts. I don't think there's any reason why you shouldn't be averaging at least $4 per mile again. Stay in hot markets. Do the best you can. Get the most money possible from these brokers, because if the national average is $3.77, you really need to be doing $4 and plus. There's no point of going to crappy areas for good money, being stuck, laying over, wasting a day, getting a very cheap RPM to get out of that area. Make sure you're smart. Make sure you stay to hot markets, and make sure to take full advantage of these high RPMs right now. I'm not sure how long it's going to last, but it's going on right now, so we have to take advantage of it. I know we don't go over the refrigerated markets, but still, let's go over the national average rate per mile, $3.44. I think it should be a little bit higher, but still really good. Again, stick to good areas. Make sure you get the most money from brokers possible. Go from one good area to another one and keep on doing that, and keep your RPM high, because at $3.44 national average, with the long hauls messing it up, I don't think there's no reason why you guys shouldn't be at least like 360, 370, 380 plus a mile if you're sticking to good areas with good strategies. Now, before we get into the hottest markets out there to make sure you guys make money, check out DAT, man. They sponsor this show. They're a great company. Obviously, if you're not using them, you really need to start to make sure you get your trucks to good areas. The link's in my description, as well as at bobbylowe's.com/offers. And if you already have DAT, you're not going to be able to get the 10% discount for the 12 months. But I highly suggest, if you have it and you're not upgraded to the market conditions map, I do not get anything from it. But make sure upgraded, check the market conditions, and keep your trucks in the best areas possible. These market conditions videos have been doing really good. I appreciate you guys watching. That's why I'm here on a Sunday, making sure you get your conditions for next week. So Monday, you guys are set up, ready to go, get your trucks in the best areas. Here's an outlook at the last 8 days for the dry vans, overlook of the map, what's going on. You can zoom in, check out the areas. I have to do the prior 8 days because it is Sunday, so I can't do today or the day before, obviously, because those days are not good enough to get statistics to show you guys. So we are going to go over the averages. We are going to go over which markets are good, and we are going to do some load searches to make sure we check if the loads coming out of those areas are actually good. So let's get into the dry vans right now. I mean, at this point, it's like beating a dead horse. We're going to go over to Midwest first. We're going to take a look at all the best markets in the Midwest. So obviously, Northern Chicago is still doing good. The capacity of trucks is pretty high up there, but you're still able to get really good loads, either North Chicago or South Chicago. St. Louis is a very good area, decent amount of freight, not too many trucks. So if you got your dry van in St. Louis, I'd say you're pretty safe there too. Indianapolis has been cooking. Columbus, Ohio has been cooking. Cleveland, Ohio did fall down a little bit on the volume, but I still think it's a good area. If you got your dry van over there, you're still going to get decent money coming out of there. Western Michigan has been doing pretty good. Louisville, Kentucky, it looks like it's doing very decently. There's not too many loads, but there's also not that many trucks. So if you're in Louisville, if you're open to going wherever, I think you're going to get a pretty good load anyways. Evansville, Indiana is looking pretty much the same as Louisville. And Pittsburgh is showing, it kind of died down a little bit. I know it's not the Midwest, but I still got pretty good loads when I was doing the dry vans in Pittsburgh. If I send a truck there for really good money, I was still able to get them down south for a decent amount of money, as long as you get a good RPM going in. Even if you get a little bit cheaper coming out, the average overall is still going to be pretty good. Just to make sure you keep that tight. Let's do a couple load searches here in Chicago and Indy and Ohio. We'll do those three, see what kind of loads are posted today on a Sunday. We'll do Sunday to like Monday or Tuesday, and make sure those areas are good for you guys to go into. Chicago dry van, we're doing a 125-mile air radius search, so that way it covers Milwaukee, Chicago, Southern Chicago, and parts of Northwest Indiana, and so on. So let's take a look at this. Right off the bat, I see a load for the 9th. I think that's Tuesday. Tuesday. $3,700, $550 a mile, posted today on a Sunday, going to Clearbrook, Virginia. Sure, Virginia might not be the best area, but for $550 a mile, you take a cheap load going to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, and you're still going to be averaging $4+ RPM a mile. Unless you get really lucky, you might get something good out of Virginia, because I've gotten some decent stuff out of Virginia. Let's take a look here, and there's no notes, so it's one pick, one drop, nothing crazy, right? $1,400 to Toledo, $545 a mile. Winchester, Virginia, $530. Short run 258 miles for $13.50 to Van Buren, Ohio, another hot area. Whitestown, Indiana's a little short. Twinsburg, like, okay, I'm not going to keep on looking. There's plenty of loads, $4 to $5 a mile, going to decent areas. So I'm definitely going to say Chicago and Milwaukee area, you're safe if you're going to be there with your dry van. Indianapolis dry van market. Let's check this out. The first load, I opened it before I started recording. This is what you got to watch out for in the notes. You see ships first come, first serve. Stop in Waverly, Tennessee. Goes to Clemens, North Carolina. I would have to see how many miles between the two stops, but if it's too much, you waste a day. You don't want to take that, right? But that's $6.57 a mile going from Kentucky to North Carolina. If it was one pick, one drop, would have been no-brainer. One hot area to another one. But look, Bulls Gap, Tennessee, $5.36 a mile, 261 miles, $1,400, $5.36 a mile. Again, one hot area to another one. I would take this load all day. I'd be happy to do it. For 261 miles, your driver can make that, still chill, relax. You have a fresh clock next day. You're good to go. Easy money right there. Indianapolis, again, a whole bunch of loads, over 4 to 5 something a mile. No brainer. Dry vans in Indy. 100% do it. Columbus, Ohio, load search for this market. Same thing, bro. Pretty safe. Going to Philadelphia, 469 miles, 597 a mile, $2,800. Again, these rates are not even negotiating anything. This is just posted on the load board. I mean, dude, there's plenty of good loads. I mean, Hazleton, PA, Conklin, New York, $5. I mean, I probably wouldn't go there. 472 a mile to South Carolina, man, out of Frankfort, Ohio. Look at the notes. No extra picks, no extra drops. I mean, this is a no-brainer, 424 miles, ELD friendly. You don't need to cook your books to get there. $2,000 in one day before negotiating, and you're going in another hot area. Greenville, South Carolina is absolutely good for dry vans and the flatbeds right now. So again, Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio market, I would say you're absolutely fine to be there with your dry van. Take advantage of these markets. There's plenty of loads here to make sure you get the most money possible. At this point, we're pretty much naming pretty much all the same markets every single week, but that's what it is, man. So I'm not going to make markets up just to like try to change the video. We'll go over this quick. There's no need to search these markets because you're going to get money out of there if you're there with your dry van. Dallas, volume monster. Houston, volume monster. I would say Louisiana, you're pretty safe. I would try to get as much money possible going in there, but I'm pretty sure if you're going to go in there, you're going to find a load. And again, please be open to going wherever, because if you go in these hot markets and you're only looking for a backhaul to a certain area, you are going to limit yourself to how much money you're going to be able to make. So keep an open mind, be open, and be able to make money and be lenient wherever you go, right? I mean, Memphis, Tennessee, there's no point in searching this market. You know, you go there with the dry van, you know you're coming out of there with a bag of cash. Atlanta, Georgia, same thing, man. Huge volume out of there. Charlotte, North Carolina, South Carolina, as long as you stay on the west parts of them, I wouldn't go too far closer to the ocean because that's when it starts getting a little bit sketchy. I mean, you can still go there if you get really good money, but just be cautious. I like to keep them as far west as possible, you know, towards Charlotte, towards Greenville, Spartanburg, all those kind of areas. So, I mean, all these places are good. Northern New Jersey, still huge volume. The rates are not as good, you know what I mean, as other places. But if you get $5.50 a mile going to Jersey, who gives a crap? Take a load down to like North Carolina, South Carolina, you know what I mean, for cheaper RPM, and then your average is still going to be super good. So, you know, don't be scared to go into those markets as long as you're getting really good money. I mean, anywhere Northeast like Maine, Connecticut, Mass, I would just stay away from there. You guys already should know if you watch the show, I'm not a fan of the West Coast, so I don't like going there. Even though Cali is on fire right now, Cali's Los Angeles, I'm sorry, I should say, has been smoking hot. But again, I'm not a fan of West Coast. It's just too many dead areas here, you know what I mean? I just don't like it. It's a lot of miles. They don't want to pay money going in there. And then sure, you might get really good money going in out of there, but what's the point if your RPM going there, if you're coming from the Midwest or even the Southeast, is going to be crap? You're going to have to make up so much money to get your RPM back up there. That's why I don't like it. It's just too far away. I'd rather stick close by in good areas and do 3, 4, 5, 600 mile runs every single day and get the most money possible and keep on bumping that RPM, man. Because gross does not mean anything. It's all about the net profit. So, I mean, I know a lot of you guys do Cali. More power to you. Personally, I just don't like it. But I will tell you, Los Angeles is definitely hot right now. Flatbeds, let's get into this. Look at this map right here. Here's an overview, bird's eye view of what's going on with the flatbeds. Prior 8 days average. This is absolutely crazy. It looks like a kid took a paint bottle and just spilled it all over the map. I mean, it's red everywhere. Obviously, just because it's red does not mean it's hot. It could be a false positive. But, I mean, most of these areas are really hot for the flatbeds. So if you guys are driving the flatbeds right now, I mean, we can sit here all day, search loads, do everything. But, I mean, just... It's super hot most places, but let's go over the best places. Let's search a couple of them, see how much the loads are paying out of there, and let's get into the flatbeds right now. Flatbed, Chicago, It could be better, but it could be worse. I mean, you still get some decent freight out of there. Western Michigan, I was there on Friday. Friday was just bad. I suggest pre-book your loads because I think Friday is kind of like rough sometimes. Last couple weeks been a little bit rough, but whenever I pre-booked it, I had a really good time. But Western Michigan wasn't the hottest on Friday, I can tell you that. Indianapolis right now, if you go there with the flatbed, you're going to get a good load out of there. I want to say Columbus, Ohio, you're going to be pretty safe there. Cleveland's been absolutely smoking. Pittsburgh has been doing very good, even though that's not Midwest how I usually start out, but I like to put Pittsburgh in the Midwest because it's pretty much like right there. Cincinnati area has been pretty decent, I would say. Lexington area looks pretty good. St. Louis area looks pretty decent too. I think you're pretty much safe anywhere in the Midwest with the flatbeds. Milwaukee and the Green Bay area starts getting a little bit sketchy. If you don't have to go there, don't do it unless you live there and you're getting a backhaul or whatever. But I would say stay south of Milwaukee, Chicago, Indy, Ohio, anywhere. Western Michigan, I think you can still go there and get an all right load, but just be cautious going there. And the rest of the Midwest is looking pretty good, man. I mean, everything else looks nice. Now let's get into the really hot areas, which is the South, and let's see what kind of craziness is going down over there, man. The Montgomery, Alabama market has been absolutely smoking for the flatbed, so let's take a look at the loads that are posted. I just want to see what kind of crazy stuff is out there, because out of Alabama markets, Montgomery's been the hottest with the most volume, so let's check out the loads and see what's going on over there. Montgomery, Alabama flatbed market, let's see what the loads are looking like. $7 a mile to Gainesville, Georgia, 371 miles total, $2,600. No comments and no extra drops, no extra picks. Absolutely crazy. $5.98 a mile going to Pittsburgh. I mean, this is pretty nice freight, and this is without even negotiating. This was just posted on Sunday on the load board. I can imagine what's going to happen tomorrow during business hours. I mean, Florida, you probably don't want to go there. Maryland's not bad. Maryland has some decent freight if you got really good money going in there. Look at that. Birmingham to Denton, $5.42 a mile. But I wouldn't take that one, 822 miles. If you're doing legit ELDs, you're going to need 2 days to get there. I mean, even though 44.50 is not bad, you can still divide that and you're getting you're getting $2,200 over a day. So actually, I might do that one because that's not bad. That's a nice little 2-day run, dude. If you're doing over $2,000 per day, I think I might actually consider this. Going to St. Louis from one hot area to another, $498, easy money with the regular ELD. 522, $2,600. I mean, Alabama's smoking. I mean, I would definitely say if you got a flatbed, step that kind of stoga down there, you are going to get a bag out of there. So make sure to negotiate. These are just posted rates. And then if you have your own customers are paying crazy money right now too out of these areas. So just make sure to take advantage of these markets and do not sell yourself short. Memphis, Tennessee flatbeds, dude. Holy guacamole, bro. $6,000, Memphis to Dallas. No notes, no extra picks, no extra drops. Jesus, 452 miles, $6,000. Mississippi to St. Louis, Missouri. No extra notes, nothing. 313 miles, $2,500, almost a penny short from $8 a mile. Kansas, don't want to go there. Elkhart, Indiana, I'd go there all day. $3,900, 609 miles, $640 a mile. Jesus Christ, I need my flatbeds in Memphis next week. Dude, what is going on here? Going to Claude, Texas. Texas has been hot. I don't know where Claude's at, but you're looking at 701 miles, $599 a mile, $4,200. Jesus Christ, dude. Going to Ohio, it's $565 a mile. Another Ohio, $559. Okay, yeah, Memphis is definitely hot for the flatbeds. So, I mean, we know Memphis is hot, but I just kind of want to show you guys what's going on. The South is absolutely nuts. That's why I keep telling people stay in the South as much as you could with the flatbeds. You're going to be collecting bags every single day if you keep yourself staying in the South. Flatbed, Jacksonville, Florida market. I just want to search it because a lot of times there's a lot of good money going on in Florida. I wouldn't go past like northern Florida, you know what I mean? Because after that, once you start going south, you're going to mess yourself up a lot of times. Even though it might show red, does not mean anything. But Jacksonville, Florida, I mean, look at that. I don't want to go down farther. Look at 503 miles to Brunswick, Georgia. So you're going to have to deadhead a little bit to Huntsville, Alabama. 507 a mile. That's not bad at all. You don't want to go to Maine. You want to go to Indy, 452 a mile. So even if you get stupid money going on in northern Florida, you are going to get really good money coming out of there. So these are like markets that, like, if somebody offers you dumb money to go to, do not be scared. And remember, guys, always before you take a load and you're not sure, you don't even need to have a market conditions map. At least what you do is search that market the day you're supposed to deliver there and see what kind of loads are out there. And if it's going to show you loads a day or two before they're hot, trust me, when you get there, it's still going to be hot because they're not covering them and they keep rolling over. It's only going to get hotter. So this is just want to show you guys just so you can see that you could go down to areas that you usually wouldn't, as long as you get really good money, and you could get really good money coming out and you're still in the South. So bounce from there to another area in the South and just keep on making that bag. Shreveport, Louisiana market, man. That market is pretty dang good too, man. Going to Oklahoma City, $9.90 a mile, man. Curse transportation. Let me see any notes. No notes. Everything looks good. One pick, one drop, $9.90 a mile. Going from Shreveport to Vernon, Alabama, another hot area. 418 miles, $2,500, almost $6 a mile. Going to San Antonio. San Antonio, you could deadhead a little bit to get a good load, $568 a mile. Carthage, Texas, a little bit of deadhead, 47 miles deadhead. Going to Jackson, Mississippi, hot area, 266 miles, $1,500, $564 a mile, dude. I mean, this is just, I mean, we could keep on looking, but there's no point, man. If you go to the northern Louisiana market, you are going to get the bag as well. The flatbeds in the South are hot. So if you got a flatbed kind of still got to stop that. I don't give a shit if you got a Mazda with a flat trailer that's 10 feet right now. You're probably going to make some money in the South because somebody's going to pay you to haul something. Diesel prices down 3%. Woo, we're going to be rich. $5.35 national average per gallon. That's still crazy high. Thank God the rates are high, so people are still profitable. But imagine if the diesel prices go down and the rates stay the same because the capacity is so tight. That's when people are going to start printing money, even though we're doing pretty good right now. If fuel is $1 cheaper right now, imagine $1 right now. You're going to be getting like more money from the money that you're making, just pure profit at that point. Because you get like, what, 7 miles per gallon. So for every dollar you save, that's however many cents you're putting in your pocket per mile. Absolutely crazy. I know Indiana did something by my house where the government passed that, like, because gas is like $1 cheaper by my house for some reason because they passed like the no tax thing. Hopefully more states start doing that. And I really think if fuel goes down and the market stays the way it is, I don't think the brokers are going to be able to lower the rates by much because capacity is so tight right now. Because everywhere you go, especially with the flatbeds, there's no trucks and there's always loads that need to be moved and you are getting paid right now. So hopefully these fuel prices go down. Hopefully rates stay the same. Hopefully we start cashing in and we can make some money again because after taking those 3 years of losses, it was absolutely nuts. And I want everybody to be happy, profitable, and keep on making that money. So I guess since I come in on Sundays and you guys actually watch it now, the show is getting like a little bit bigger and bigger, which I really appreciate. That's awesome to see. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm going to keep coming in here on Sunday if I have to make sure you got the market updates for the Monday so you're good. You're set to go for the rest of the week. As always, please go to bobbyloads.com/offers. Check out all the sponsors. Definitely check out DAT if you don't have it. Go to bobbyloads.com/offers or go on my description. Hit the link. 10% off for the first 12 months. Or if you already have it, I don't get anything from it. You don't get a discount, but upgrade so you have the market conditions, trend lines, all that stuff. And I'm telling you, you do it for one load, you're going to make a couple $100 extra a load, one load a month. You're going to more than pay for it, man. It's a no-brainer. You should have it. And remember, always check the market conditions and always search the lows before you go to market. Make sure you research good. Just because it's red does not mean it's hot. You got to really do a little bit more research, but it is a good tool to use to make sure you position yourself in good markets so you can make the most money possible. Thank you for watching. See you next week.